Hey guys, sorry I will not be in first period or second period again tomorrow. My baby has a kidney appointment, so hopefully her kidney is working better than it was 6 months ago, and we won't have to do a surgery on her kidney. So I will be at the kidney doctor tomorrow, and I'm recording this video so that you hear the same thing I taught yesterday, which is today, because I'm recording it today. Anywho, let me share my screen with you so you know exactly what to do. So, today's agenda reads as follows. Your learning objective is to solve and graph multi-step inequalities, compound inequalities, and understand functions in a variety of ways. You will take the Unit 1 test review today. First and foremost, do you have missing IXL assignments? K-12, K-13, Q1. Well, a lot of you do, and a lot of you have completed those. So thank you if you have, and some of you just need to complete Q1, and then you're caught up. Let me show you how to use the IXL. So I created this document on how to use IXL. So first, you're obviously going to click into my Algebra Blend tile. You will go immediately to the Assignment tab, followed by your IXL learning skill that you need to do. So let's just click on K-12, then click on the link below the table, and here's the link below the table, which I found in my Assignment tab. Once you do that, it'll take you straight to IXL, and you will do your work until you get the IXL score that you want for your grade. Now, taking a screenshot. When you take a screenshot of the proof that you did it, please take your screenshot where I can see your name, welcome, and then the student name. I can easily see what skill this involves. And I can also see the SMART score, so I know what grade to give you. To do that, to take a screenshot, you want to look at the right of the refresh button. It's a box with 2 lines on it, and Control button makes the clickety click, and that will save your picture in your computer, and then you can email it to me on Blend. See right here, I have 3 messages that I need to double check. You could also email it to me here. See right here, she has already finished her IXL, and when I do this, here it is. I can see her name, I can see the Q whatever, and I can see the SMART score. Okay, so I need you to do that. That's how we're going to proceed from here on with any IXL assignment. That's how to use IXL, and email it back to me. Now let me talk about the function quizzes. There's, let me see, first period. First period, almost everybody has done it except for 2 people. So you're pretty good on that. Second period, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you have not done it in second period. All right. Almost nobody has done Q1. So Q1 needs to be the first thing everyone does, assuming you've already done K and K. Then if you're those 9 people, do that. And then let's say you've done all of your IXL, you've done your function quizzes. Now you're ready to actually do today's work, which is your review. You can do the review on paper, or you can do the review using the game link. So tomorrow is an A day, which is your today is an A day. So you will click the game link. You will then put first period, second period, whatever, and your name. Oops, let me spell it right. All right, so I want to see your first and last name and what period you belong to, and then you can press start. I suggest having a scratch piece of paper to write down stuff as you're working through the game. The reason being, if you would like to earn a free 100, you want to show your work for all the problems. So some of you are going to want to choose this. You're just going to print out the worksheet and write on this worksheet all of your work. And when you email this to me or even upload it to Blend in the assignment tab, then you will get an extra 100. You will get a free 100 for anyone that shows work on all 23 problems. So doing the paper copy is easy to show your work because it's building in space for you to do that. If you prefer to take the quiz game, that's fine. Just remember, you're going to need to write your work on some paper somewhere and then take a picture of that paper. Then you can upload that in your assignment tab to Blend. Okay? So I'm going to put 45 minutes on the clock right now, and I want you to start doing your makeup work. If you're caught up on all of your work, then I want you to either print the paper copy or click on your 8A quizzes and start working on your review. This is timed. It's not a race. So I don't care if it takes an hour to do those 23 problems. I'm concerned about, did you do it right? Not if you finished in 2 seconds. You can take this unlimited amount of times until you get the grade that you want. The paper copy, you'll have to submit it and I'll have to grade it and give you feedback. So that takes a little longer for me to get it, grade it, and give it back to you. The last thing I want to go over is grades. So here is where I wrote down, if you show work on all of your review, you get a free 100. Boom. I'll put a 100 right there. If you don't show your work, I'll just leave it blank. Okay, if you don't show your work, I'll just leave it blank. Okay, and every time I put a 100, it should make your grade go up. All right, notice the review right here shows that this is worth 2 grades. Okay, so it's like me making a column, 2 columns, and putting your grade here and another grade here. That says 100, by the way. All right, so this times 2 means this review is worth 2 grades, like 2 of these, or 2 of these, or 2 of these. It's worth 2 columns. I just have it in 1 column because it's 1 assignment worth 2 assignments. Okay, if you show your work, I'm going to put 100 here. If you don't show your work, I will not put anything there and it will not hurt you. All right. And your goal today, remember, your goal today is turn all of this stuff in. Email it to me, put it on Blend. I need all of this done by your test, which is Friday. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pause this. Test Friday. All this work needs to be done by Friday. And go back through your grades in Teams. Complete any missing work and email Coach Hughes that you completed it and what your new grade was. Thank you most kindly. So go to Teams, click on your grades. Your grades will pull up. You'll find your name. You'll click on math class and you'll see everything that you've done. Like, look at this person, 100, 100, 100. Oh my gosh, even 100 on the quizzes. Wow. All right. Okay, so in 41 minutes, you need to let this, keep your eye on the clock right now. And in 41 minutes, you need to play the other video that I'm going to attach next. Or actually, I'm just going to press stop. Just press pause. My bad. Let's just press pause. And then I can talk about what you're going to do after those 41 minutes go by. So press pause now. All right, so the 41 minutes, quote unquote, have already finished. You're now watching the last part of today's agenda, which is me going over some final questions before your test. So here, let me say this. The Unit 2.1 review is a copy and paste of the test. That means the problems on the review are exactly the same on the test. Just numbers are changed. Same wording, same graphing, etc. Okay, so that's first and foremost. Okay, so let me just do a couple of things to review for everybody here. Let's say I have this. Here's my number line. And let's say here is 42. And here is 50. All right, there we go. La, 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 la. Now, when I graph this, and I'm asking you to write the answer to this in inequality form. So the first thing you would say, well, what does this mean? This means all real numbers greater than 42 and less than or equal to 50. So that's how I would say this in words. All real numbers greater than 42 and less than or equal to 50. So if I wanted to use my inequality signs, I would then go back to my little writing. I would say my answers are greater than 42 and less than or equal to 50. So remember the Beyonce song, to the left, to the left. Inequality signs always go to the left on an and statement. Remember, and means they're going towards each other. Greater than 42, less than 50 or equal to 50. Okay, let's now go to this one. All real numbers less than or equal to -4, or greater than or equal to -3. So if I had to graph that, first thing I would do, get my number line, put some marks on it, And I would need to go -4, -3, -5, -6. Okay, all real numbers less than or equal to -4. And greater than or equal to -3. Okay, so if I wanted to write this in any qualitative form, I would say x is less than or equal to -4, or x is greater than or equal to -3. Okay, so this is an or statement. Remember, ors have to be written with the word or, and ands are written together as one statement. Ors are written with two statements, a statement for this direction and a statement for that direction. Okay, let's talk about functions. Okay, so my first question is this a function? Yes or no? Is this a function? Yes or no? And name the point. All right, so is this a function? Yes or no? Let's use purple. So is this a function? I'm going to draw a vertical line. It touches once. I'm going to draw a vertical line. It touches once. So yes, this is a function because it passes the vertical line test. Is this a function on number 2? No, because it fails the vertical line test. The reason why it fails is because it crosses the graph here. Let's just pretend that's over 3 up 2. It also crosses the graph right here, which is also over 3, but this one went down 2. So because they have matching x's, we know that you're not a function if x repeats. Okay, for number 3, name the point. That point would be named 2, 1. If I had to write it in a mapping diagram, I would put the 2 and the 1, and I would draw an arrow from the 2 to the 1. If I had to put it in a table, and the x comes first and the y comes second, then I would put the 2 in the x column and the 1 in the y column. So you should feel comfortable going from a graph to an ordered pair to a mapping diagram to a table. In any of these orders, if I gave you a point, you should be able to graph it. If I'm giving a mapping diagram, you should be able to write the points. If you have points, you should be able to put them in a table. Okay, this concludes your review. I will see you guys Friday for your test.